Hey friends, it's your girl Yvonne. Today we're going to be setting up my August budget. It's going to seem super easy because it is. So I set it up in a way, I put it in a Google Sheets. It's similar to an Excel document. And so what I do is, it's like a reoccurring one that I have. And so I basically just copy the month prior and then I just do some slight tweaks to it. Um, but yeah, so stay tuned and you will see how I budget in general. But this today is going to be for August. So stay tuned. And a complete side note, my income right now, I'm only receiving an income from my main employer, and I work for the school district. Actually just switched over jobs. So now I work in the athletic department. So I'm the secretary to the director of athletics. Fancy title. Basically, I just do budgets all day, which I love. Um, so yeah, it's quite different than what I used to do, but that's my only job. I am no longer working my retail job. Not saying that I would ever not go back, because honestly, I loved working retail. I loved having that extra cash. And I got to talk to a lot of people every day. Along with that, I'm not also doing childcare. I do a lot of childcare. Very kind of sad about that because I miss interacting with kids in a fun, engaging level because just putting it out there, I am like your girl for red light, green light. I will beat and dominate any kid. I don't care how old they are. I will win. But so right now my income is just from my employer. So yeah, please stay tuned. So here I am showing you my budget sheet that I made on Google Sheets. And this is my template. And so here you would be putting in your take-home pay. I did put in different amounts. I also have different boxes that I can use and they will auto-calculate for me. So I have, my fixed expenses, variable expenses, debt payment, and sinking funds, as well as the check-in box that's before. And I also have the recap at the end. So now we're going to get into my August paycheck, and I did black out the August, at least my personal numbers, just because I do have some of my colleagues that watch my channel, and at this time I just didn't feel comfortable showing my income. But right now I'm only getting income from one employer, so in my one spot I have my income there. I also have my fixed expenses here, and so my fixed expenses are my mortgage, utility, charter, which is my internet bill, my checking account buffer, life insurance, gym, TV streaming, and I did black out my son's schooling, which I pay for private Catholic school. He has been there since kindergarten. He is now going into the third grade. And so that is blacked out. But my fixed expenses without my son's schooling comes to about $1,100, give or take. I also have my variable expenses on the side. I don't know if I mentioned it, but it auto calculates for me because it is a Google Sheet. So it makes it super easy for me to see what I'm working with. So on the second side is my variable expenses, and I currently am giving myself $100 for gas, $130 for beauty, $59 for personal, and $20 for pet care, $150 for my groceries, $20 for maintenance, $90 for car insurance, and then for my son is $75. On the bottom you will see two other boxes. I did change, so this one has baby steps 4, 5, and 6, and then on the flip side has
my savings slash sinking funds. So currently I have already completed my sinking funds for the year. So right now I'm just doing $50 for my cell phone payment. Well, not my cell phone payment, my cell phone sinking fund. I am looking to upgrade my phone in the next year or so. Should cost me about $500, and so I put around $50. I'm going to do that for 10 months to get me as close as I can to $500, and the rest I am dumping into my savings account. And just note that I don't typically put, $1,300 in my savings account. This is a one-off because I did do a transition to a new job within the school district, so I am essentially getting almost 2 paychecks in 1 month because I already completed my 1920 school year, and so I'm still getting paid for my last payment in August and September with my new hourly, because I'm out working hourly now, so I have a little bit of an extra pay. So that is why I have a larger amount going into savings slash, it's actually a sinking fund for a bill that I have coming up due, which is a hefty bill, but once I finish off that sinking fund, I will then be able to go back to my filling up my emergency fund, and then when I do that, then I'll go back to completing baby steps 4, 5, and 6.
So hopefully my video was easy to follow. It seemed like it was super easy because in general it kind of is for me now. I've been budgeting for a couple of years, and especially putting it into a Google document, the Google Sheets. I literally just make a copy of the month prior, and I just do some small tweaks here and there, and it is so simple. I'm not having to guess how much something is. I always, once I do get my utility bill though, not get it, but I'll see a preview of it, I do update the utility part. It always is an average of low end 130, winter it gets to $200. So I do just budget $150 no matter what, and I do always have a small buffer in my checking account just in case. But again, super simple. I highly suggest doing something like a Google Sheet, and then sometimes what I'll do is I'll print it off and I'll put it into my planner, that way I can see it visually. But it's so simple. Once you start budgeting, life becomes so much easy, even if you don't see any money in your, checking account. Sometimes I forget, I have my cash envelopes. Once in a while you'll get into, at least during this time, people are stating that places aren't taking cash. If you think that, just keep your money in, or keep some money in your checking account. I still withdraw all my money cash, put it in my envelopes, and if I need to, I would just go deposit. But I always do have some money in my checking account. I do keep all of my grocery money in my checking account, for the reason that I only do the grocery pickup from Walmart. I have not stepped foot into a grocery store. No, that's a lie. I went to a Safeway not too long ago, and to buy chicken feed. But I just don't go into the grocery stores. I just don't see, in my opinion, it's not worth it for me, but I understand for some people, that's what they do. But anyways, hopefully this helped you out. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm here to make your life easier by giving you small tips and tricks from an everyday person that doesn't make $1 million, So thank you, and see you next time. Bye.